Ever found yourself trapped in a mental maze of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios? That's the power of overthinking. Overthinking is a lot like getting caught in a sandstorm. You're surrounded by an overwhelming swirl of thoughts and apprehensions, making it difficult to see clearly, let alone move forward. It's a paralyzing phenomenon, and it's more common than you might think. Let's take a closer look at this concept. Overthinking, as the name suggests, involves thinking too much or too long about a situation. It's when we find ourselves stuck in a loop of endless analysis, dissecting every angle, every possible outcome, every potential pitfall. And while a certain level of thoughtfulness is necessary and even beneficial, overthinking takes us beyond the realm of productive contemplation into the territory of mental paralysis. Many times overthinking is future-focused. It's about the uncertainties that lie ahead, the variables we can't control. We worry about things that might never happen, and in doing so, we construct towering fortresses of fear in our minds. We become so consumed with the future, a future that is largely uncertain and out of our hands, that we neglect the present. But here's the thing. Life is not a chessboard, and we are not grandmasters able to predict every move and countermove. There are simply too many variables, too many unknowns. Trying to map out every possible scenario is not only exhausting, it's virtually impossible. Moreover, overthinking robs us of the joy and wonder of the present moment. It's like being at a concert but being so worried about catching the last train home that you miss the music entirely. When we're stuck in our heads, mulling over the future, we're not fully present, we're not fully living. In the end, overthinking doesn't prepare us for the future. It only drains us of our strength and energy, leaving us ill-prepared to face whatever comes our way. When we overthink, we become spectators in our own lives, missing out on the present moment. But what if we could escape the mental maze and return to the present moment? What power might we discover? Indeed, the power of now is an untapped reservoir of potential that lies within us. Living in the present, the here and now, has manifold benefits. The most immediate of which is an increased sense of focus. When we anchor ourselves in the now, we free ourselves from the distractions of past regrets and future anxieties. We become fully engaged with the task at hand, whether it's a work project, a conversation with a loved one, or even a simple hobby. This singular focus allows us to perform at our best, to truly excel in our endeavors. Simultaneously, living in the present reduces stress. The human mind is a time traveler, often wandering into the past or future, but when we tether it to the present, we relieve it of its burden. We are no longer haunted by past mistakes nor paralyzed by future uncertainties. We can breathe easier, live lighter, and find peace in the moment. But the benefits don't stop there. Our emotional well-being also improves when we live in the now. We become more attuned to our feelings, more aware of our emotional landscape. This self-awareness allows us to address our emotions healthily, to process them in real time rather than bottling them up for future heartache. We become masters of our own hearts, able to navigate our feelings with grace and wisdom. Moreover, being present empowers us to take action towards our goals. We seize the opportunity to make decisions, to take steps forward. We realize that the future we worry about is shaped by the actions we take in the present. We become architects of our own destiny, able to mold our lives according to our desires. So, let's escape the mental maze, let's return to the now, and unleash the power within us. Because the present moment is not just a fleeting point in time, it's a stage upon which we perform the dance of life. The present moment is where life happens. It's where we have the power to shape our destiny. So, how can we break free from overthinking and embrace the now? What tools do we have at our disposal? Well, let's dive into some tools and strategies that can guide us towards living more in the present. A powerful tool at our disposal is mindfulness, an age-old practice that has found renewed relevance in our fast-paced modern lives. Mindfulness is all about focusing on the present moment, accepting it without judgment. It's about tasting the food we eat, feeling the air we breathe, and truly experiencing the world around us. Meditation is another effective tool that goes hand in hand with mindfulness. It's like a workout for your mind, strengthening your ability to focus and redirect your thoughts. By carving out a few minutes each day for meditation, you can train your mind to better manage stress and anxiety, and over time, reduce the tendency to overthink. But it's not all about sitting still and focusing on your breath. Physical activity, whether it's a brisk walk around the block or an intense workout session, can also be a great way to anchor yourself in the present. It's hard to worry about tomorrow when you're focused on the rhythm of your steps or the beat of your heart. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for managing overthinking. By putting your thoughts down on paper, you separate yourself from them, allowing you to view them more objectively. Plus, when you write down your worries and fears, you might just find that they're not as overwhelming as they seemed in your head. Lastly, setting actionable, achievable goals can help to focus your energy on the present. Instead of worrying about what might happen, you can channel your energy into accomplishing tangible tasks right now. Remember, the aim is not to eliminate all future-focused thinking, but rather to strike a balance between planning for the future and living in the present. So let's embrace these tools and start taking steps towards a more present-focused life. It's time to stop overthinking and start living. Living in the present doesn't mean we stop striving for growth. On the contrary, it allows us to truly embrace self-improvement. The journey of self-improvement is not a destination, but an ongoing process. It's a commitment to becoming better, stronger, and more enlightened every single day. It's about recognizing our potential and nurturing it, about kindling the spark within us and letting it become a flame. When we live in the present, we become more open to learning. We become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses, our passions and fears. This awareness is the first step towards growth. It allows us to identify the areas we need to work on and the skills we need to acquire. Imagine the mind as a garden. Overthinking is like weeds, choking the life out of our potential. But when we clear these weeds, we make room for new growth. We create space for knowledge, innovation, creativity, and resilience to bloom. Living in the present also allows us to adapt more effectively. Change is the only constant in life. When we're tangled in thoughts of the past or future, we're less able to respond to the changes happening right now. But when we're present, we can navigate these changes with more agility and grace. Moreover, living in the present makes us more resilient. Resilience is not just about enduring hardships, it's about learning from them, growing stronger because of them. When we're present, we're better equipped to extract valuable lessons from our experiences, to transform obstacles into stepping stones. The pursuit of self-improvement is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about endurance, persistence, patience. It's about falling 7 times and standing up 8. And the more we practice living in the present, the better we get at this marathon. So remember, self-improvement is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves, and the key to this transformation lies in the here and now. When we stop overthinking, we free up mental energy to learn, grow, and become more resilient. So, what's the takeaway from all this? In our journey today, we've explored the paralyzing effect of overthinking about the future. It's like a spider's web. The more we struggle, the more entangled we become. But it doesn't have to be this way. We have the power to cut through this web, to free ourselves from the shackles of overthinking, and to stride confidently into the light of the present. We've delved into the power of now, the magic of living in the present. The present moment is a gift, a precious diamond, unblemished and untainted by the worries of tomorrow or the regrets of yesterday. By focusing on the now, we can experience life more fully, savoring each moment as it comes, and making the most of the opportunities that are right in front of us. We've also looked at the tools we can use to bring about change. These tools are not physical ones, but mental and emotional strategies that can help us shift our perspective, overcome our fears, and embrace the power of now. From mindfulness and meditation to positive affirmations and goal setting, we have a whole arsenal at our disposal to combat overthinking and live more in the present. Furthermore, we've considered the importance of self-improvement. Life is a journey of constant learning and growth. Each day presents a new opportunity to become a little wiser, a little stronger, a little more self-reliant. By embracing the journey of self-improvement, we can equip ourselves with the skills and knowledge we need to navigate life's challenges and come out on the other side stronger and more resilient. Remember, the key to a fulfilling life is not to get lost in the maze of overthinking, but to live fully in the present, learning, growing, and becoming stronger each day. So let's seize the day, seize the moment, and seize our lives. And let's start living in the now.